Good evening, ghoulies and ghosties and long-leggedy beasties. This is Alex coming at you from the underworld, and welcome back to another episode of... I know it's been a minute since I've posted anything, but this last week has really just been one week from hell. Work itself was hectic, so that's a given, but also every night when I attempted to record something, we would have a thunderstorm come in. As a matter of fact, we're having a thunderstorm that's coming in just a few minutes, so I'll try to make this quick. But I've learned in the past, even though you might think it would be cool to have a thunderstorm in the background, when I've attempted to record under bad weather before, it just sounds like a jumbled nightmare of a mess. Aside from the bad weather and hectic work and everything, last Friday, my husband and I went to New Orleans to visit family. And while we were there, we went to the Ballet of Dracula and we visited the house that Anne Rice used to live in. And it was just so cool seeing this house because you could feel her. It was just absolutely surreal, and if you've read The Witching Hour, then you definitely know how her house looked because she described this house perfectly. But yeah, I'm going to save a little bit more of Anne Rice's house for an upcoming book review because Connie and I are supposed to review The Witching Hour, and so I'll save my gushing for that then. But before the bad weather comes through, let's go in and unbox this month's Nightworms package, which I believe this package theme is Buried Secrets. I could be wrong about that. I've really tried to avoid spoilers, but I do think it is Buried Secrets. I really don't know what to expect except maybe like ghost stories perhaps, because ghost stories exist to remind us about a hidden past, and maybe some revenge stories. I don't know, but I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And one of my friends who had opened the package when he received it on Friday said that I'm in for a good treat because he had already read one of the books. He didn't tell me what book it was because he knows I like to be surprised, but he said what he read was absolutely awesome. So he has really great taste, and I know if he likes it, I'm gonna like it. As you can tell, I have opened this up, but I have not looked inside yet. And as I was saying, one of my friends did go on and read one of these books, and he absolutely loved it, which I'm remembering he said it was the hardback. So for that reason, I'm going to go for the hardback first. And... oh, cool! Alright, I love this art. I'm guessing this is a lizard. I'm absolutely terrified of lizards. I don't know why. I know with a rational brain that lizards can't hurt me, but still, they freak me out for some reason. But this is Indian Burial Ground by Nick Medina. I hope I'm saying his name correct. But it shows that he is the author of Sisters of the Lost Nation, and a critic said, will pull your heartstrings even as it shreds your nerves. All right. Now, I like to go into things as blindly as possible, so I'm just going to give a briefing here of what you can expect, and I'm going to call it a night at that because I don't want to get too deep into it. A man lunges in front of a car, an elderly woman silently drowns herself, a corpse sits up in its coffin and speaks. On this reservation, not all is what it seems in this new spine-chilling mythological horror from the author of Sisters of a Lost Nation. Now, there is, of course, a deeper synopsis to what this book is about, but as I said, I don't want to dive into that. And cool. So the author is from Chicago, Illinois, and oh, wow, he's a member of the Tunica Biloxi tribe of Louisiana. All right, nice. That's really cool. I'm very thrilled to have this. I have been wanting to have more Native American authors on my bookshelf, and unfortunately, I just don't see them in bookstores a lot, especially when it comes down to horror. Next up, we have a paperback, and this is... Oh, oh, ugh. Okay, that was really a chill. All right, this book cover has sold me. I've not read this author before, but this is creepy as hell. I don't know what to expect, but I know I don't want this damned creature in my house. This is The Day of the Door by Laurel Hightower, and this is the author of Below. Don't really know what to expect with this. Haley Piper said it's an intense shard of trauma poised to cut you. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers. It looks like the description is fairly brief, but it appears that this is about four siblings where one of them die a violent death behind closed doors, and 2 decades later, one of the siblings decides to finally reveal the truth of what happened, and this is accompanied by a paranormal investigative team. So, yeah, it sounds like this is totally going to be that whole ghost story idea that I was mentioning about how ghosts exist to bring a remembrance to the past or to bring attention to something that was swept under the rug. So this totally sounds like something I'm going to enjoy, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this book is probably going to scare me. Now that I have the goodie bag open, okay, Bury Your Secrets is the theme of this package, and that looks really cool. Love that. It's going with my collection of Nightworms bookmarks. And here is the contributor list of everyone who contributed to this pack. So you can follow them on social media. Let's see. Oh, cool. Actually, I was wrong about the front of the book by Nick Medina. It turns out that's actually an alligator and not a lizard. So I love alligators. I hope that we get some good alligator horror out of that, even though it sounded like there was going to be quite a few things going on in that. So this is Nick Medina's signature, and it says, "Gators don't chew." So that's pretty awesome, which, to be honest, an alligator is a gigantic lizard in a way with teeth, but for some strange reason, I actually love alligators. I know, I'm screwed up like that. And then here is the author signature for The Day at the Door, which I love that. And here is a really cute magnet. It's going to go in my fridge. Read in peace. This is cute. I actually know someone who I want to give this to. This is going to go to one of my coworkers who absolutely loves to read horror, and she loves little spoopy stuff like this, just cute little ghosties. And so I think she would really love this. To be honest, I would love this, but I know that that would just make her day. So I want to do that for her. Also, we have The Undying Thirst of the Vampire, Vanilla Cream and Blood Orange. And this is going to be a tea, which I don't know if you can hear the drizzle of rain in the background, but this sounds like it's going to be the perfect night to have some tea, so I'm probably going to go in and heat that up. Unfortunately, the thunder is becoming a little bit more consistent, so it's time for me to wrap up this video. Nightworms, thank you so very much for providing me with these amazing books. I can't wait to dive into them. I love the little goodie pack that you send out. And before I close this video, I would just like to thank these amazing people for contributing to my Patreon account. As you can tell, some of the names listed here are creators, so be sure to check out their work. And if you would like to contribute to my Patreon account, I have a link available in the description section of this episode, where for $5 a month, I'll give you a shout out at the end of my videos. And if there is a certain profession you would like for me to tie to your name, just let me know and I'll do that. Also, I do have a $10 tier available where for $10 a month, I'll still give you the shout out as you see here, but I do creepy photography on the side, so at the beginning of every month, I send out one of my creepy photos. From there, you can print it off and do whatever you like with it. So if you're able to do this, that's awesome. If not, no sweat. I just hope you return to this channel so we can continue to have a good time together. Also, if you would like to hit me up on social media, links to my Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram are all available in the description section of this episode. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notifications bell because I do have more videos coming in the near future. So until we see each other again, I hope you have a great week and sweet nightmares.